Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 613. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
What's up, everybody?
What's up, Gloria?
Hello. I thought you got the way you said it right before. I thought that you were going to, and then I realized afterwards that you were waiting for me to say it, and then I'm like, okay, let him. But hello, everybody.
Twilight Zone. Okay, what's up, Ray?
At least I'm not having a Gloria fit.
I don't know what that was about, but okay. In that universe, you know what you're talking about. All right. So, Chris, go ahead.
So, the second season of Rebels literally just ended 8
Spoilers.
minutes ago.
Spoilers, people. Go ahead.
I have never... This show has never dropped my jaw before. It has now.
What?
I think we just found out who Snoke is.
What?
What?
Who?
This whole episode revolved around finding a Sith holocron. Okay? Ezra, Kanan, and Ahsoka went to this planet called Malachor that has this massive Sith temple on the planet, right?
Mm-hmm.
While they're there, they're hunted by the two Inquisitors, the seventh sister and the fifth brother that have been introduced in this season, and they've been fighting them. There was a new Inquisitor there. We never found out his name, right? But on the planet, there's a part where Ezra gets separated from Ahsoka and Kanan, and he meets Darth Maul. Okay? Darth Maul acts like Yoda does when Luke first meets him on Dagobah, right? So, Maul and Ezra get this Sith holocron. And Maul says, and he makes it very apparent, he says, only a Sith can ever open a Sith holocron. And so Ezra can't open it, Kanan, Ahsoka, even Maul can't open it anymore. Because he
Why?
says outright, I am not a Darth anymore. I want the Empire to fall. Okay? Spoilers, Darth Maul escapes at the end. He's still alive. Okay? So,
Wait,
throughout the...
Darth Maul's still alive in episode 8 and 9?
He could be, because at the end of this episode, he escapes.
Mm.
Okay? Vader shows up on the planet because Maul kills all of the Inquisitors. Okay? He stops pretending like he's an old man, and he has a new double-bladed lightsaber. And he kills every one of the Inquisitors on the planet. There was the three of them, right? Ezra is tempted by the dark side at first, but he doesn't do it. And Maul looks at him and goes, next time you hesitate, someone's going to die. Right? So he tells Ezra to take the holocron and go up to...
Wait. Darth Maul is no longer evil?
Well, he is, but he's just not a Sith.
Okay.
I'll explain it in a second, right?
Yeah.
So Ezra brings Maul after they fight the Inquisitors. Ahsoka and Kanan are like, "What are you doing? This is Darth Maul. You can't trust him." And Ezra's like, "Listen, guys. He hates the Emperor. He hates Vader. He wants the Empire to fall." Right? So Ezra goes up to the top of this Sith temple to activate the holocron because there's a place where you can put it that will automatically activate it. And Maul turns on Ahsoka and Kanan. And he friggin' cuts out Kanan's eyes! Okay? So Ezra's at the top of this thing. He puts the holocron in the thing, and the holocron starts talking to him. And it says, and tell me if this sounds familiar. It says, the power to destroy all life is now within your hands. And it shoots this massive red beam into the sky. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So Ahsoka throws Darth Maul off the side of this temple. Somehow he survives, right? Ezra's up there freaking out. He's like, no, this isn't what I wanted. This isn't what I wanted. I didn't want anybody else to die. He turns around because the holocron says, well, if you won't use my power, maybe the one behind you will. He turns around, and Vader's freaking there. Right? So Vader destroys Ezra's lightsaber. He's kicking his ass. And then Ahsoka shows up. And she's like, I can't believe you would have turned to the dark side. And Vader's like, yeah, well, Anakin's dead. I killed him. Now I'm going to kill you. So they start battling. They're having this crazy battle. Vader's kicking her ass. And then he's about to kill Ezra, right? She forced jumps into Vader and cuts off part of his mask. And you see Anakin's face. The last thing you see of them, they're fighting. Ezra and Kanan grab the holocron. They shut down the machine. They get back to their ship. You see Vader and Ahsoka fighting, and she just looks at both of them. And the temple closes, and they get off the planet. The last 2 minutes of the show is just, there's no dialogue. It's just this, like, symphony that's playing. And you see there's a huge explosion on the planet that they were on. Kanan and Ezra get off the planet, and you see Vader walk out. He's kind of, like, damaged, but he's okay. We don't see Ahsoka.
Wow.
Maul gets onto Vader's TIE fighter. He steals it and flies away, right? But this is where it gets better. This is where I was like, oh my gosh. Ezra's holding the holocron. His eyes are closed. He's holding the holocron, right? And it starts to friggin' open.
Ah!
He opens his eyes, and he's got Sith eyes.
Ah!
And the episode ends. And I'm sitting there like, bro, this guy is totally Snoke.
Oh my god.
What?
Or he's either Snoke or he's someone in 8 or 9. There's no way. The way this episode ended, I was like, there's no way they're finishing this character off in this show. There's no
Wait a
way.
minute. Isn't there another scene of Rebels?
This was the end of the season.
Is
So-
there going to be another season?
There is going to be another one, but apparently, and this is what's making me think, there might only be one more season. So, and here's the thing that really that really got me like, oh my gosh, this could actually be true. On the planet at the beginning of the episode, Ezra runs up and he goes, Kanan, look, a lightsaber. He picks up the lightsaber and it's a green cross-guard lightsaber,
What in the F?
like Kylo Ren's,
Oh my goodness.
but better made. And I was sitting there like, that's how he told Ren to build it. Because apparently this planet is where Ren built the lightsaber.
Holy.
And I was sitting there like, that's how he knew. That's how he knew. And I was like, the whole episode, because at first I was like, this episode sucks. Maul got, like, he kills the Inquisitors, he gets thrown off the side, and I'm like, did they bring him back just to kill him off that way? And then when I saw him escape at the end, I was like, oh, okay. And then when Ezra, when his eyes open up and they're like red, I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Mind blown, right?
Damn.
Gosh.
And the lightsaber duel between Ahsoka and Vader was unbelievable.
Wow. I gotta
Like,
see. I gotta see
he-
that episode.
he's like, you know, when he says I killed Anakin, she goes, well then I'll avenge his death, and he just looks at her and goes, but revenge isn't the Jedi way. And then she just looks at him and goes, but I'm not a Jedi anymore. And she just starts fighting him. I was like, this is the greatest episode of this show ever.
What?
And why wait till the finale to do it?
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
I'm telling you. This guy is going to be something important in 8 and 9.
Wow. Yeah.
If he's not Snoke, he's definitely somebody else. Because nobody's convincing me the other way.
Okay.
Cool.
So, yeah. If you're not watching this show, watch this show.
Yeah.
At least just watch this one.
Alright.
I'm watching, just not very faithful
Alright, Scott.
every episode. But
Hello, Scott.
Hello.
You just
We're
need to
live.
be
We're talking about Star Wars Rebels at the Everything Show 613.
Okay.
Alright. Wow.
So, yeah. That was amazing. Watch it, because I'm pretty sure we just found out who Snoke was.
You gotta watch the finale, Scott, of Rebels.
It's coming
We're
on
gonna check that out.
at 10. Like, no.
We're gonna check that out.
Coming on again at 1 a.m.
I'm gonna record it then on DVR. What channel is it? What's the name of the channel?
Disney XD.
Disney XD.
Okay.
I know a
All
little
right.
site I can go to, so I don't have to worry about ride coordinates.
All right. So that sounds very, very exciting. Gonna check that out tomorrow probably. We do have other news about Ben Affleck, right? Chris.
Yeah, I heard that apparently he has a script for a solo Batman movie.
Yeah, he wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly. It's called I Don't Want That Son of a Writing Anything If I'm Gonna Star.
I'm gonna do it myself.
So basically, the idea is he's going to jump out and he's going to be actually dressed in his Daredevil outfit.
I think he's gonna be the Batman without killing people. I think that's what's gonna be.
No, he's gonna come out and he's gonna be in the Green Lantern outfit.
Alright, so here's the thing now. The contract, what, Chris? He's only signed on for what?
I don't know it for sure.
It
But
says
I know it's
Justice League 1 and 2 and that's it. He's not
Yeah.
even signed for a Batman movie yet. So,
well, the whole idea for a solo Batman movie hasn't been confirmed yet, so
right.
it makes sense that his contract would kind of stop there for now.
Why, you think they'll reboot it after Justice League 2?
No, I don't think they're going to reboot it at all.
Okay,
I think that they only have them signed for Justice League because they want to see how it does.
Right.
And then they'll take it from there. They'll kind of see how they want their DC universe to go. Maybe they're going to let Snyder do all of this and then say, all right, you've done all these movies. We're going to get some new people in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm hoping that it's true that Affleck wrote it because he's a very good writer. And I think he gets the character. I just hope that, he looks at what happened in Batman vs. Superman and he kind of goes, yeah, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Hopefully he has it down.
If they do something, they could say that maybe somebody's memory is askew, and we were seeing it actually from somebody else, from either his or Superman's point of view. Due to the fact that Darkseid was supposed to be coming into play.
Right. I do want to go over some type of unique phenomenon that this movie is having with the box office. I am good because it's unlike anything I've ever seen study in the box office. Basically, you could see that Friday, if you see the screen share, you see it?
Yeah.
81 million Friday, 50 million Saturday, 33 million, 15 million, 12 million. It's like the movie's going to be done in a week and a half. It's like literally it made all its money in like the first 2 weeks.
Yeah,
That's what it's looking like to me. Like it's starting to drop dramatically, like 12 million. Then what is it going to be Wednesday? 5 million or 10 million? That's going to go down to nothing. I think that it's going to fizzle out fast. Now we did make 501 million, but that's not breaking even, is it, Chris? Chris?
Yeah, no.
No.
And that's worldwide too. So
Yes. So, and also keep in mind too, if you're looking at the screen share, it is only 193 million here. That's not even that fantastic. If you look at like Terminator, right? Didn't Terminator make like not even 200 million? It's got to make domestically the money, and the alarming thing is that it's dropping domestically dramatically. So I'm not being a hater. I'm just showing you the numbers. That's all I'm showing.
No.
You can't be hating if
This is the numbers. I'm not saying that it could happen. I'm just saying that if you're looking at it, it looks like it's going downward. I don't really think it's. I mean, it may go upward on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but judging by this, word of mouth is affecting the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I think all the reviews on YouTube as well and everything and Facebook and
Right. See, movies usually they take time to slow down. You know, like yes, a big thing will be dropping off percentage-wise. Like I said to Scott, Sunday will be the key
Yeah.
to see what it does. That's when you could really have a grasp
This
of
is dropping
hey,
like a rock.
it's dropping rap. And not only that though, it's like it did its whole run in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because no movie makes that amount of money in 3 days, and now it's the people are done with it. It's like wow, you know. So it looks to me, if I could judge it properly, it looks like it may be shy of the 800 million.
I'm not even really. We thought
Dark. That's what people are hating about it. That they made this movie just far too dark for what they wanted.
Yeah.
And
Now I'm going to show some comparisons. You guys also. I'm sorry, Ray. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, we thought they was going to do have a good long all in the box office, didn't we? Like Star Wars and that, didn't we? This ain't going to happen.
Now I want to show you guys something, okay? And here, this is a normal box office, okay? This is Man of Steel, all right? Now, again, look what it did domestically: 291 million, almost 300 million domestically, right? It starts off with you can see it starts off with 12 million on Thursday, 44 million, 36, 36, 12. What's the matter, Gloria? All right, so it goes up and down. If you guys notice, what are you doing, Gloria?
I think she's on the phone.
Okay, so if you see, the numbers are going up and down, up and down. So this is basically Man of Steel kept going on all these months. See that?
Yeah.
And you can see it going down. This is what happens with movies. All right, now we're gonna go for you. Okay, here we go. 44 million, 36 million, 36 million, 12 million, 11 million. Now it goes back up like normal for the weekend. Then again, from 12 million to 4 million. Okay, it's always supposed to go down, right? It's a pattern. That's what happens.
yeah, Man of Steel is doing like a roller coaster ride.
But this is the way the regular box office is.
Yeah.
The weekends it rises, but during the week it keeps sizzling down to hundreds of thousands of dollars. See that? Until the final day that it's released, the final day that it's out is September 19th. It makes $5,933 for the day, which is pathetic. So, you know, that's it. I mean, and it took all those months, and worldwide, it made $668 million. Okay, now we're shy.
What they should have done was do a Superman, Man of Steel 2, then maybe do the Batman v Superman instead of saying, "Oh no, this is not going to be the second Superman movie." But that's what they did. Is that they pretty much said, "No, this isn't," and then they turned. And then Snyder or somebody came back around and said, "Oh yeah, this is going to be the second Superman movie."
Right. But if you notice, even though it gets bigger on the weekends, right? No matter what, each Saturday it goes down.
Yeah.
From 36 million to 16 million to 8 million. That's the way a movie's supposed to be. It doesn't go back up. So what I'm trying to explain to everybody that they're like, oh, it's going to do a billion, 2 billion. No, because it's dropping. It's different. It's dropping off dramatically. Now look at here, right? It on the 17th, right? It's 12 million. Okay. The following Monday, it goes down to 4,537,000. So if we go back to Batman versus Superman, right now Monday was at 15 million, right? So then the following Monday, it should be like about 6 million. This thing is going to drop off dramatically. And again, even if it does make 800 million, right? Chris, that's breaking even, isn't it?
That's what they're saying, yeah. Which to me isn't that great. For a movie like this is what I think is going to happen, right? I think it's going to drop off here, but overseas it's going to make a lot of money.
Oh, you think it's still going to stay overseas? It's going to make money.
Oh yes, I think overseas this is going to be. It's already out. I think overseas is going to have a lot of staying power.
That's pretty much what happened to Pacific Rim, if I remember.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
But still, the percentage though is that they don't get that full.
It's not good. It's not good if like I know it's okay if your movie does well overseas better than it does
It's got
here.
to do at least 300 million here.
It's got to do a good amount here.
I don't think it's going to do. I think it's going to be under domestically what Man of Steel was.
I don't know about that. I think it's going to be around the same. But to tell you the truth, I mean, let's say this movie makes $1 billion, right? Let's just say that. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Makes $1 billion because of profit.
700 million going to be overseas?
Let's hypothetically, let's say that, right? I don't think that's going to happen, but let's say hypothetically, right? All right, great. They made their money back. They made a profit, okay? As an executive at Warner Bros., I still wouldn't be happy.
I would be like, the American audiences don't like it.
Yeah, exactly. I'd say, listen, we've got to change something. We've got to address the issues that people are saying with these movies. Because let me say this, right? There's been 2 movies now. We've got Man of Steel. We've got Batman vs. Superman, okay? The next one is Wonder Woman, I believe, okay? So
Suicide Squad.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Suicide Squad. I'm sorry. So that's probably going to do well, okay?
I think it's going to do amazing.
Yeah. But here's the thing. People will like that.
Sadly, they're Justice League here.
But the problem is, people will go, well, I saw Man of Steel, I saw Batman vs. Superman. Most people are going to say, I didn't really like both of those movies. So why would I like the Justice League?
Mm-hmm.
And before anybody goes nuts, this same thing would have happened to Marvel if Iron Man was bad, if Captain America was bad, if Thor was bad. If those movies are bad, nobody is going to want to see an Avengers movie.
Right. If Civil War sucks, you'll hear it from my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And I will be doing the same thing. I'm like, I don't know if it's going to make it, Chris. And I'll go over the same box. It doesn't matter that I love Marvel. I'll go over it. This is like we're reporting the news here. Okay? It's dropping. So,
it's a big deal.
It's a big deal. Yeah.
This movie, realistically, and this is my opinion, this movie should not be doing what it is doing right now. In order for their Justice League and their DC Universe to be successful, this movie had to go off almost perfectly. Not perfectly, because you're never going to make a perfect movie. But this movie had to go off with people liking this movie, and it's only about half that like it. You're not going to make it with about half.
I think it's all show. It's all show. It's all lies because the overseas figures are not an accurate representation of what it is.
To be honest, I thought they was going to fly through on these the next few weeks, but it's not even going to do that, is it?
We don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. I've been wrong many times. So I'm just saying we have to find out Sunday. Sunday night we will know what it's looking like. Yeah. It's always the second week when it comes to these big movies, because the reason why you do the second week is because it would take a week for the word of mouth, people just talk about it. So if people listen, then the movie drops off. If people don't listen, the movie rises back up a little bit, or it's not. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only way we can tell. Because even looking day to day, we still can't see because it's not the weekend. If it has a great weekend, then we're cool, you know. But we don't know yet. So.
Yeah, it got lukewarm reception right from the get-go, and even though people say they don't consider what the critics say, in the back of their minds, they're still thinking what the critics are saying. So.
And Chris, I have to say, you know, it's kind of weird how they got the figures wrong twice.
Yeah.
They wanted to make it like they were better than Deadpool, and then they got egg on their face. Just saying.
Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
No, I'm sorry. You know what it was about the critic thing, the whole thing with that? There was like this huge thing of like, oh, don't listen to the critics, go see it, this, that, and the other thing, right? Okay, yeah, I understand that, but the critics are not holding a gun to your head saying, don't go see this movie. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
They're telling you what the problems are with the movie, right? If those problems are still present when you go see the movie, or if you see them, if you agree with the critic, what is the big deal of the critic saying something?
Mhm.
Everyone was getting mad at them, like, oh, you hate this movie just because. No, they went to see the movie. They judged the movie just how you probably judged the movie. So what's the big deal of them saying their opinion? Like, I don't understand why everyone got so pissed off about this.
Right.
Like,
I'm not being rude. I like their job and go and get paid for having an opinion.
Now, I just want to say Star Wars is basically done now this week. It finished off right at 933,946,360. We still got a couple more days, which will probably finish off at 934 for domestic. The freaking Batman vs Superman's nowhere near that.
No,
Okay?
that's
And the worldwide, it's 2,062,000,000. Again, Batman vs Superman is nowhere near that. Deadpool, just to show, Deadpool has it domestically 350 million. Again, Batman vs Superman is not near that. And worldwide, it's 745 million. It's not near it. So that's not to say it won't beat it. It's just right now it's not. So the biggest thing is, what if it does less than Deadpool? They're gonna go crazy. If they make less than Deadpool, Marvel's gonna be all over that. And DC
yes.
Marvel's going to be laughing, isn't they? Marvel's going to be laughing at
is
them.
gonna be embarrassed. Embarrassed.
Well,
Let's
I
see,
mean,
you know what? I'll try one more. Ant-Man. Let's see domestically what people.
Oh, I'm afraid it probably didn't even.
I think worldwide it made a little bit over 500 million.
It made 180 million domestically, and at 519 worldwide. But it's a success because it was 130 million for budget, and it made 180, and then it also made money overseas. So it got a sequel automatically. So look,
Because people love the movie, and they found very little flaws with it.
right. All right, so let's make a prediction, Chris.
Yeah.
This weekend, right? What is the numbers going to be worldwide of Batman vs Superman?
We're at 494 right now, right?
We're at 501.
501. Okay. I'm gonna say it goes up to 650.
I'm gonna say it goes up to 565. You said 650?
Yep.
I'm gonna write this down. Chris says that. What about you, Scott? Right now it's 501.
I'm gonna say 5.25.
That little? Okay, 5.25. All right. So that's by Sunday, you're saying, right?
Yeah, 5.
Okay.
565. Better yet.
You want to say the same thing? Okay, 565.
565.
Ray?
625.
625.
Yeah.
This is like Price is Right, right?
Come on down.
Gloria.
Same as Scott.
Gloria, what right now Batman vs Superman is 501 million, okay? By Sunday, what do you think it's going to be?
Same as Scott said.
Okay. So all you, me, and Scott saying the same thing, right?
Yeah.
565. Okay.
At least me and Chris are different.
Okay.
I mean, even like, I don't even want to like really make a prediction about it because honestly, I don't care how much money the movie makes. It's a bad movie. You know what I'm saying?
Here's why this is important.
Oh, I know it's important. I'm just saying personally, I don't care. It's like, it's
If
a bad
it
movie.
makes, if I'm right, okay, with Scott and Gloria, okay, and if it makes 565, it is going to be extremely difficult for this movie to jump $100 million because it's dropping like flies.
Yeah.
It will not if it makes 565. It's a good sign that it's not going to reach 800 million.
What do you think it'll be domestically by Sunday?
I don't think it's. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see. I think it will be 245. 245 million domestically. That's what I think.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll say 215.
Right. I mean, it really doesn't matter domestics worldwide when everything comes together. It's like, you know. All right. So, other than that, we have other things besides Batman versus Superman to talk about. It turns out that Jennifer Lawrence has changed her mind.
About coming back to X-Men.
Oh, what a surprise.
Oh.
And it looks like she's going to be having probably a contract like James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender, meaning that they are signed for at least 2 more movies. So it looks like she's going to have the same thing.
I wonder what changed her mind.
You know what? We really don't know, but if you think about it, if you look at the history, it's job security, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I think it's more fun to do the superhero movies than to, like, just play some... Because look what everybody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on. If you're going to make the same amount of money, you want to do something you're going to enjoy.
Yeah, look at Robert Downey Jr.
You don't need no Oscars and all that other garbage. You got it already. Whether you did it, you didn't. Okay, you know. It's nice to have, but, you know, Oscar winners most of the time probably don't brag that then we made like $2 billion. So, you know. But, what else do we have to talk about? Oh, Hans Zimmer looks like he's not doing the score anymore for the DC movies. He's retiring from only superhero scores.
Okay, well, due to...
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because people were ripping the piss out of the soundtrack for Batman vs. Superman, so he's like, I'm done.
Is there really a soundtrack to the superhero movies anymore? I mean...
It's
not. This ain't no John Williams.
No.
You know?
Well, you know what's sad though is that Man of Steel had a really good soundtrack.
Yeah, it did.
And then this one I didn't see, so I don't really know about the music.
Yeah.
But I really liked the Man of Steel soundtrack. I really did.
And you know, funny thing is, we were watching that yesterday, and Sharon watched the rest of it today, and of course she didn't like it after the whole. But overall, some parts she did. I mean, I do like Man of Steel. I just don't like 2 key things. Kevin Costner killing himself, and Superman doing nothing, and him snapping Zod's neck. Other than that, I thought that the beginning of Man of Steel was the most friggin' epic beginning. How awesome is that? Like dinosaur creatures and flying things, and like what the F? Like, oh my God, Russell Crowe. Like, really? How great was that? Seriously.
And what made it also so great is that they didn't do the whole let's start back to the beginning, bring They did that.
Cool,
they did all the stuff as a flashback, which that also helped. And I agree with you on the whole standpoint about with Kevin Costner doing stay back.
But you see, it was because of that beginning that they wanted to do the Krypton TV series. Because people are interested, like, what the hell Krypton is, and they want to see Superman's grandfather and all this other crap because of that. Which you're not going to have that type of effects on a TV series, obviously. So, just saying.
'Cause that's
Gloria.
how it should have ended. They did a parody on that little standpoint of Costner's character. It's like, no,
He
everything's
was-
okay, and then
Lawrence
no,
Fishburne was
everything's okay.
awful. Gloria.
Yes.
Hello, Gloria.
You're with us.
All right. Anything? No?
Um,
Multiple choice?
no, not really. No.
All right. Take care. Bye for now.